players in NA, to sustain the relationship you have to move. Is it reasonable for you to switch regions for her?
I ain't moving.
Love knows no boundaries.
Hello guys, this is Finn here with Markoon, and today we're... This camera?
Take two.
It's just never right, is it? Hey guys, what's up? This is Finn here with Marky, and today we're playing Agree to Disagree, where we will get some controversial opinions and we will have to argue for our lives. Yes.
I will win.
It's not a competition.
It's a debate.
Okay, sure.
It's fine to cry if you don't make worlds.
Yeah,
Sure.
I mean, you can cry if you want.
Yeah.
I think it's super fine to cry if you don't make worlds.
Yeah,
your whole year leads up to that one moment.
It's like someone can judge you for crying. That's.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a very strong emotional investment into playing.
Anything is a fine reason. I think making worlds is a pretty good one, yeah.
I think you're a pretty stone cold killer if you don't make worlds and you're just like, okay.
Yeah, it's like,
And then you walk
go
off.
next.
But that's the coping mechanism.
Yeah.
It sucks. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the cope.
And
Yeah.
sometimes there is a discharge, and I mean, for sure, not making worlds can be very tough on you. I don't think. No one can say that it's like not allowed to cry because you miss worlds.
I mean, you spent like 4 months of your life, you put it highest priority, you play League 12 hours a day, and then if you don't make it, like,
No.
I don't care what emotion you show, it's probably like, it's fine.
You can't make it not justified, I think.
Yeah.
If you ranked the best looking teams in the LEC XL will finish top 3.
Well, I'm pretty good looking, so gotta
Strongly disagree. Not strongly agree.
strongly agree, of course.
Yeah, easily. Easily.
I can agree.
Sure. I mean, top 3 is fine, yeah.
Yeah, I guess we take those.
Sure, I'll take it.
We play the part.
Yeah, sure.
Took that really quick. You didn't even think about the other teams. But the other teams are so ugly, so.
Yeah, it's
agree.
obvious. Well, why not strongly agree?
Yeah, just agree. That's just how it is.
I think.
You have a strong opinion, so go ahead.
Who's a handsome? I'm trying to think of handsome teams. See, I think again, it's very subjective.
I would rather be like top 3 like gameplay, but
Yeah,
if this is like the secondary prize we have to take, I'll take it.
Reckless isn't in the league, so
Shit.
if you have him, you're already on the top 3, I suppose. I think Finn is a handsome man. He has a great jawline. Markoon's handsome. You're handsome. Patrik's handsome. Nukeduck's handsome. Everyone has their. Now I sound so biased.
Just a little bit, yeah.
It's like a meme award, but
Yeah.
it's fine now.
Niski's got a nice little face.
Now you're pushing it.
This feels inappropriate.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we can just agree.
They're
Yeah, top 3 is fine.
Yeah, easy.
Go next.
Yeah. Jesus handsome.
On average, support players have higher IQ than any other role.
Support players have a higher IQ than in the role.
You can put it there.
You're not offended.
It's fine, like.
I think support's the easiest role in the game.
Yeah, I agree.
I think support's the
I
easiest
think it
role in
doesn't
the game.
take much skill.
There's no discussion needed
What a
for this one.
question for this one.
Yeah, that was the easiest question. That's not even controversial.
But if you say it like that, higher IQ than anyone.
Higher IQ, it's a strong term, but
But
I
it's a
actually
very
think top
big
laners
minority.
have good IQ levels as well.
Yeah, I can
What
see
would
it,
you say is the if support's the lowest, what's the second lowest? I think AD carry.
Oh yeah, AD carry for sure. Actually,
I think that's why I,
I think
want to move it to here
I
because
think AD carry would be lower. Yeah.
AD carry's lower.
So it'd be like AD support, mid, top 8 jungle.
I think jungle has to have high IQ.
I would assume so.
Yeah, I think they're top 2. I think mid jungle.
You're not like playing you're not playing lane. You're just like playing
mid
chess.
jungle is top 2.
I can maybe argue for that they're not the dumbest role, but that might already be a bit hard.
I can't argue for that. I
Yeah.
think it's pretty clear that it's an easier role to play,
Yeah,
but that doesn't mean that all support players are stupid. It's just that
yeah, most of them.
the threshold you needed to play at a high level
Yeah.
is lower objectively, I think.
Yeah, agreed.
It's fine to skip practice to go to your girlfriend's birthday.
So we have to discuss, right?
Do you have an opening stance?
Yeah, my stance is here.
Strongly disagree.
Is it fine to skip practice to go to your girlfriend's birthday?
I feel like I have to disagree because if you play like in a soccer team, there's like 15 players ready to step in at any time, but when you scrim as a pro player, there's for other players to just get screwed over by your decision if you're not showing up. So
I mean, I think if you're a league pro, you've made life choices where you have put league above the other things.
Yeah. Never skip practice, no matter what. Unless you're sick.
I mean, you can't just skip practice. You need to get like permission for it.
There's a lot of nuance to that question. Is it a special birthday? You know, is it like a 30th birthday? That's a big one. You know, something like that. Is it what part of the split is it? Is it week 1? Is it pre-season? Is it leading up to Worlds? Is it in the evening?
yeah,
I mean, I can maybe see it in like pre-season,
yeah.
but I think once the season has started, and especially towards the end of the season, like, nah, you can't.
I think you owe it to not only yourself but also your teammates to kind of be there.
You just have to commit.
Yeah.
You could just celebrate the day before with her, and then she can celebrate with her friends the next day while you're busy. Right?
That's what I'm thinking as well, yeah.
The water seems to disagree as well.
Oh, wait.
We've had an accident.
Fnatic have become bad because of their management, not because of their players.
I'm tempted to do like a disagree, because the management, they don't like play games, and players, they play games, so...
Yeah, I'm down for strongly disagree as well. It's a very cheap excuse.
Fnatic are bad because of their management, not because of their players.
No.
I'm gonna put no, because as an unbiased, unmoderated person, I have no idea what happens behind the scenes.
But that's a weird question in my mind, because the management chooses the players that then lose. So who do you blame? The management for choosing the losers players, or the players for losing?
Well, since it's Fnatic, I guess you can see the point for it being a management. But I think in the end, the players play and the players make decisions. Players and coaching staff, I feel like you have to put it on them.
So even if they were, I wouldn't be able to tell.
Yeah, I agree. And I don't think management can have that big of an influence over how you're playing, I think. I think it's mostly up to the players. Like, I say, like players plus coaching staff, that's usually what decides it, I guess.
Yeah, I guess, because to me, coaching staff doesn't fall under management.
Yeah, I agree, yeah.
So I would put no, yeah.
I think you could put like a little bit of management, the players that they choose, but in the end, I kind of agree, the players choose.
It's just like looking at their choices management made, getting Humanoid right after he won back-to-back, Wunder, like best European top laner. I think you can't be too mad about their decisions.
I guess.
Without the context of the year.
Sure.
Yeah.
This is the best XL team that XL has ever had.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Pretty easy agree, yeah.
No, I strongly agree with this as well.
Yep.
Well, I think the Caedrel one.
Well, there was one in 2020 back in my days.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I can see it, yeah.
To be honest, there's not like too much competition in this question. Like,
It's a low bar, but we are above it.
And I'm the one to judge.
So yeah, Patrik, I've been here all the time, yeah.
we're 6th place and all the other ones were 7th, so let's
We're
go.
actually 5th in spring, so I guess.
Okay, then actually, no, then we were way better last split, now we're 6th.
Spring XL, way better.
Yeah, Spring XL, we were so good.
Nah, I think you have to give it to us.
We were in 2020 summer, we were in the Vitality boat. What happened to them right now is what happened to us.
Yeah, tiebreaker?
No, but we just got knocked out.
Oh.
And we
So
had
they
like
were in the same boat.
we had like a 95% chance instead of
Oh,
Vitality.
really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's
So we got the Vitality treatment.
Did you go 0-3 in Super Week or something? Actually, was there a
1-2.
Super Week?
You fucking kicked me out of playoffs.
What was that?
We played G2 on the final day and you beat us.
Was that the game where you played like Malphite and something?
Yep.
And we had like Nico.
Yep.
You played Nocturne or something? Pantheon maybe? I think you were Nocturne.
I tried to forget those days.
I was Bard, and you were perma-ulting on me. I remember actually. That was fucked up.
Shit, that was in one of my debut games. I played against your Morgana and I was playing Nocturne and I was just...
Oh yeah, that was also fucked up. I was 0-10, but
You were playing Dre for Morgana and I was like, just give me Nocturne.
That was the Carlos tweet that's gonna send me to Turkey. That's where it
Oh,
started.
really? I was the one who started to send you to
started
Turkey?
it, yeah.
Holy
That was
fuck.
you.
That's a blessing.
Top takes no map awareness.
No map awareness, no, I strongly disagree again.
I'll go to disagree.
I mean, you can probably play it without map awareness, but
Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I gonna have to defend myself, right? I think top lane as a role, if you play top without map awareness, you're not gonna be a very useful top laner.
But would you say that like because the role is like weaker, you need less map awareness, or would you need like more map awareness to like help the team out because like you have the weaker role?
I think you need like less map awareness, because I don't know, if you int, it doesn't matter that much.
That is actually true, yeah. You know what? That's actually true. You can actually like int. So, yeah.
I don't think you need to have the best map awareness, but I think there's a lot of like delusional top laners who pick a range champ, go up 5 CS and then die to every game.
I mean, I think it really depends what champ you're playing, I guess.
Yeah.
Because if you want to like TP to a fight, you probably need some map awareness, but if you're playing a switch pusher, you don't have to carry it.
I don't think you can play any role or any champ without map awareness.
I mean, you can pick your jacks and just like scale. And
You
just
will
go
die to every
side.
gank. If you have no map awareness, you will die. You always need map awareness.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think it's a necessity to have map awareness and stuff, especially if you want to make yourself useful.
I think even after 14, you need map awareness more than other roles when you have TP. I think you can use your TP very well if you're very aware of what's going on.
I think a lot of times top laners in the mid game, they can't rely on others as much as maybe a mid support or jungle can, where they make plans together.
Yeah.
As a top laner, you kind of have to make your own decision while you're walking out the side, if a wave is safe to get or not. Should you go and farm a camp in between? Should you go and walk around, put wards, and then go for the wave? Or should you go push the wave and then go for a ward? It's a lot of tiny decisions you have to make, and to make those accurately, you have to be very aware of the map state. So I think it's a pretty unjustified statement.
Yeah, I agree. You're doing top laners dirty by saying that.
Your girlfriend lives in NA. To sustain the relationship, you have to lose. Is it reasonable for you to switch regions for her?
I'll put it in between disagree and strongly disagree.
Love knows no boundaries.
I think we both strongly disagree, yeah.
Nope. I ain't moving.
Yeah, same, yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like if you have like some good offers in NA, you can like kind of make it work, switch.
I mean, for it to be the main argument.
Yeah,
why
okay.
you
If it's
change-
main, I'll go.
Yeah,
But
I
I think often in practicality, you can make it
Yes.
work if you have some decent NA offers and EU offers. You just decide to go to NA.
A lot of times, I
But
think when
yeah.
you go to an A, there's multiple factors involved.
Yeah, yeah.
This being one of them, sure, but for it to be the main argument, I would
Yeah,
have
okay,
to
I can
strongly
agree with
disagree with it.
You should do whatever is best for yourself, and
But what if you've been with her for like 5 years?
yeah, I mean then 5 years living apart worked, so you know might as well
Might
keep
as well
going.
do another
Yeah,
another
might as well
5.
keep going. Yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah, I think I like Europe too much, and my
Yeah.
schedule is not very healthy for NA. Also, I was in NA for 2 months. Watching LEC and LCK and LPL in NA is horrible. It's at like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
So
But I mean, I can see it, you know, if you have like a decent offer and like it just adds up, you know, sure. But
There's-
just because if that's the only reason to move to NA, that's
to cash out,
yeah, I think that's
yeah, the paycheck has to be big.
yeah.
Jungle takes no mechanical skill.
Jungle. Jungle? Yeah, yeah. How can you even say that? Like,
I
Depends-
disagree.
Depends on the meta, right? But,
I think jungle takes.
I think this one also depends.
I'm in the middle of both.
I think it depends on your play.
Yeah.
But I think the current meta, you probably don't need it much actually. I mean, you still need a bit. So I disagree because you still always need some mechanical skill to actually be good.
I guess the argument is that you're farming camps, which is no mechanics, which
so
it's
if
wrong
you,
in itself.
If you have to say jungle requires no laning skills, I can maybe agree with you, but mechanics, like this whole game is mechanics. Like you can't just like, it's not that we play PvE and then suddenly either Nexus explodes. Like we play PvE and we fight.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. If you want to be like Canyon Leeson, then you need like a bit better mechanics
A
than
bit. Yeah.
when you play like Trundle or Jarvan or something.
Yeah, I think Trundle, Sedge, Set, Jarvan, all that stuff is easy. But
Yeah.
like when the Camille meta, Sylas meta, Lee Sin meta, you need some
Yeah,
hands.
that's true.
I think.
I mean, I would say it's maybe not as mechanically intense as other roles because a lot of times you're not actually fighting or being prone to fight. But
No, I think
when
you
you're
just-
fighting, it's as mechanical as any other
I
role
think
in the game.
the skirmishes and fights are exactly the same. We just don't have to learn.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
We don't need to learn like the skills that. I mean, laning is very complex, and I don't need to learn those skills. But then again, pathing is also very complex, and you guys don't need to learn those skills. So
Yeah. No, I agree. I think
it's a trade-off.
Excel is a terrible name for an esports sport.
I'm at least gonna agree.
XL is the worst name for an esports org.
I don't know. I don't mind it as much as other people do.
yeah, I think I agree. Just because like Microsoft Excel exists.
Yeah,
And it's
exactly.
like only problems, you know, like.
Yeah.
There's so many things you can think of. Spreadsheets, clothing sizes, like there's so many references you can make and just be like,
And it also stands for extra large, so you know what? Strongly agree.
I'll stay here. I don't care about extra large.
I think it's a fine name. To excel at something it's a good thing.
Okay, okay, so if they had the name XL,
Yes.
with there being no other brands out there, let's say like Microsoft Excel, for example,
Okay.
maybe I can agree, but you search Excel, you're not getting Excel.
Especially because I feel like a name, if you Google it, it should pop up what you want it to pop up of your
I
thing.
agree, yeah.
But if you Google XL, it's like
It's hard to find. You have to
Google
put
Sheets.
esports in there, yeah.
or clothing like. So yeah.
Just move it to the side.
No,
but
I mean,
come
okay,
on, man.
I disagree. I think it's a fine name. It's not the best maybe, but
Okay, sure.
can't be too picky. There's too many bad names for like Excel to be one of the worst.
New TP is better than old TP.
I strongly disagree because it's in fact not better. It's actually a lot worse.
Well, the game is easier to play now that there's no 5 people bot every game, so...
So the tip is worse.
I know exactly where you're going.
Depends how old.
Really?
Because I really enjoyed playing TP on support.
It's hard to say because I feel like I never can have an opinion on this. I just have to adapt to whatever Riot decides to swing it my way. But I would disagree slightly because I feel like it makes fewer options early game for the TP haver. For example, in the past there was a lot of set plays where you could actually, as a mid laner, push out 3 waves base and then TP on a stack top wave, which required a lot of coordination between top, jungle and mid. And by removing that, there's it's a shame that those plays are actually just like flat out removed from the early game.
No, the new TP is better because people don't come bot.
Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah.
So,
But I think it's worse because it's a worse summoner spell.
I mean, it's both.
I don't
Because people don't TP bot before 14 minutes, that's really, really nice. Like, I really enjoyed that. So actually, I'll just put it here.
Yeah,
Even though I'm neutral.
I'm
but
neutral.
Like, I like the old TP because I could take it and I could cancel it if
Yeah.
I want to TP somewhere. And I could look for TP flanks with support
Yeah.
champs. That was really fun. But I also didn't like getting TP'd on before 14 minutes. But you know, it's a give and take. So I would probably prefer to have the old TP more because I could abuse it as well. But yeah, I would have to think more about other people's TPing on my lane. So that was like a BG. But
I actually agree because I played a top lane challenge, and if you could TP to creeps, my wave would be fucked every single lane. But I can't get it fucked anymore because you can't TP.
Yeah, I
now.
guess, yeah.
So it benefited me.
I think they just straight up made the game easier by removing TPs, and for me, I think skill oppression is a lot of fun, and I think early games have become a lot less complex in every single role because of it. You don't need to, like these plays that Finn talks about, like you need to go top on the wave with mid TP maybe. This is like both sides of the coin because the other team also has to be aware of this and be able to defend these, and bot lane needs to be aware that they can get TP'd on, and when you went for a gank you had to worry about getting TP'd on. It's just, I think the game was so much more complex in the early game, and for me that's just more fun to play, and I understand why they removed it, but for me I don't think it was nice that they did it.
I'm just mad bot laners got away with dying to TP ganks for so many years and just like complaining that TP is OP, and then they just removed that entirely. It's like they just cheated the system.
I think a lot of people like it because now they have to use less brain power in the early game.
They can just push.
Yeah, you can just push, you won't get TP by.
Don't need to sweep behind them.
Yeah,
They can
exactly.
just push.
Caedrel could actually carry XL in mid.
I mean, didn't he already try?
not in XL.
Oh yeah.
And HDK. I know what Caedrel is pretty good nowadays, so just gonna agree.
Mid.
In mid.
In like a flex Q game or
Actually,
where are we talking here?
I'm gonna interpret this question how I want. So yeah, in my bronze 5 game, he could probably like carry a game on mid lane. LEC, that's gonna be a bit difficult, but yeah, I can see him carrying my flex games.
Yeah, it doesn't mean
Yeah,
Catherine.
Malzar.
No, sorry.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a sarcastic, like, yeah. I thought you were gonna go for it as well. No, I used to play mid in 2018. Maybe if it was 2018 Caedrel, I'd be okay. I don't think I would carry, but I would.
I think
not int.
I think you're a pretty good jungler. I think for mid lane, you're like kind of down there.
Just pick me my TF. That's my one trick.
Okay,
and then
yeah.
I'll just.
Okay, I remember it.
You pick your trash, I pick my TF.
Okay,
That's
then we
the
got it.
tiebreaker,
Okay,
yeah, we got
then
it.
I can strongly agree.
My man.
But Malzahar, we stay away from that
Yeah,
one.
of course.
I don't think he's gonna carry, but like I would just go for disagree.
The carry is a strong word for sure.
It's a very strong
I
word.
could-
Yeah.
I could almost leave the cup like here, because I'm a bit
Yeah.
in between.
He might carry, might not carry.
Yeah, it could. It's a 50-50, yeah.
NA will never win a world championship.
Yeah, they will never win. Yeah. I agree.
I would say it's like it could go on. League could go for 50 years. So I'm just gonna say I agree, not like strongly.
I think if I have to disagree because I think EU can win Worlds, and I think eventually in NA there's going to be a team with 5 EU green cards players.
Yeah.
And then if I disagree now, I think that EU can't win Worlds technically, which I think I can, so I have to disagree.
And I say you put 5 EU players in NA and they'll play worse than an EU team would.
Yeah, I mean I can't argue with you. You've been there.
I think the way NA wins Worlds is if they have like a format change or like a visa change, or because the thing is, after like 10 years, I think the visa takes like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
If the player's still good at that time and you can re-import, you know, just keep recycling, eventually you'll hit gold.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like eventually in 10 years, like there's gonna be a full European team or like a full Korean.
Exactly.
So like eventually you can win. You know, it's possible.
So you're saying there's a chance?
There is a chance. Maybe COVID, China can't attend. You know, like there is a lot of time still left. So yeah.
Maybe they lift the import rules and NA will be just pure Korean region.
That's true. Yeah, that could happen. So yeah.
I will still strongly agree. It's not happening.
Okay.
Winning early game decides 95% of games.
I think right now in the meta you cannot say this.
Yeah, I mean 95 is too.
Like maybe in different metas you can. Like maybe at the start of the split the meta was pretty like explosive and the team that got ahead early usually won. But this meta, like, come on.
I mean, yeah, 95 is too big of a number.
Yeah, I've seen too many Zaris pop off, Siva pop off.
Yeah.
Like that's a pretty late game scaling meta these
I
days.
think in general bot lane has 2 slow scaling AD carries.
Yeah.
The early game becomes far less volatile.
Yeah.
Like for example, when the meta is like Kalista versus Draven, one guy's gonna pop off and one guy's gonna be completely useless.
Yeah.
But now both AD carries are actually scaling up and becoming strong, and in team fights they both offer similar strength, and that's actually where the games are decided.
Nukeduck would win in an arm wrestle.
What? Against Patrik?
I'm gonna move it here.
I'm not gonna strongly disagree, but actually I'm gonna try to disagree.
I mean, it could be pretty close, but I'm confident.
Yeah, I think I will not win. But like you just have to look at the size of someone's arms, and then it's like if they are bigger, then like the chance of you winning is pretty small. So
Can we test it out and see who wins?
we can test it. Okay, I'm done.
Sounds fun. Okay. That's right.
How long is it since you worked out?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay, something like that for me as well.
Maybe 3 weeks. Do we like hold like this or not?
You mean like this?
Yeah.
I don't know. Up to you. I don't know.
I don't know the
You're
rules.
a pro or what? Like
No,
you
but
know,
I saw
like the
like
hand holding, like.
I saw like a YouTube video and they always like hold like crazy.
Let's hold them. But
Okay.
if you like watch YouTube videos how to do it, then it's a bit unfair. But
Well, it's
but
like
okay.
a competition.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Sorry if I hurt you.
Yeah, my wrist is fucked now.
Oh shit.
Tanks are OP.
I mean OP. I mean, I'll stay in the middle because I think in top lane right now. I mean, okay, they're not inherently OP, but I feel like right now in the meta they're just pretty good.
Well, I've seen this happen many times now, where there's a meta of a few strong top laners, and then Riot decides to nerf all the meta top laners, and then what happens is that the champions everyone plays are gonna be tanks, because those are just like the solid blind picks that can always be picked.
Yeah.
So for example, when Nara and GP got hit very hard, I think people just started blinding tanks, because you don't want to blind something like Jax or Fiora, it's very scary.
I mean, in my mind, if both tanks and like other top laners are equally strong, then I think people are often gonna lead towards tanks. If they're at the same like level of strength, people are gonna go for tanks because they have CC, so it's easier to play.
Yeah, you can
so I
always
think tanks are
use
inherently like actually always kept down a bit
Yeah.
over this other stuff. And I think it's the same in jungle right now, where tank junglers are just better because every single carry jungler got nerfed. So you can't really carry anymore, so you might as well pick a tank and have some CC.
Yeah. Well, I do think tanks are strong, but calling them OP it's not really fair.
Yeah, okay, I'll put it here.
Connections are more important than skill at the beginning of your career.
100%, in my eyes.
Yeah,
I think
I can see it.
Strongly disagree.
I mean, I have no idea.
What about your start of your career?
What was the start?
No, what about that? Was your skill important or connection?
I think it was skill,
Yeah.
because I mean I was really good, so I'll go here. Because I actually don't know. Maybe for some people it's different, you know.
I think having connections and knowing people is like a really big thing in esports, from player to whatever the hell, all the way up the ladder.
No, I can see it, yeah. But I also have, I mean, I think that if you're much better than everyone else, even if you have no connections, eventually you get a chance. But I think if you're like just fine, but you have connections, you probably get, you know, a job faster, I guess.
Yeah, I also think like solo queue is becoming so meaningless these days that you have to climb your way up.
And even if you make
like
rank 1,
ERLs.
then you're still like, what does it mean? Like nowadays it's like useless to have rank 1.
Like Elioya, for example, who's like one of the best junglers now. He got knocked out in EU Masters play-ins, right? And he wasn't like superly shining, but he was still really good. So it's hard to like outshine your teammates sometimes, I think.
I mean, I think in the beginning of your career, it's very easy. You get high in solo queue and you will get a team, no matter what. Like if you for like a second tier ERL, you don't need anything but to be high elo, and you will get picked up.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't know if you're like, I don't know if your friend is the coach, maybe he will get you a job, but if you are not good, then it will not last anyway, so.
Yeah, but even like 1 year, you know, some nice paycheck here and there, like why not?
Yeah.
Towards the end of your career and like trying to get into LEC, connections might be nice, but at the start, I have to completely disagree.
I mean, I do always think skill is like the main factor.
Yeah.
But that's not to say that connections are not a factor.
I think connections become more and more relevant, like the longer in your career.
But even the longer in career you are, I still think skill is like the number one factor. Always. So.
Yeah.
Is it okay to date a fan?
Kinda.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really my position to sit here and tell you what not to do and who to date. That's everyone's individual decision. So
I think it's okay, but
I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
It just depends what level of fan they are.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, it's like as long as, I mean, if it's a healthy relationship, who cares? I mean, I can see it being bad if it's like a completely obsessed super fan, you know. Then.
I mean, I think it's okay. Like, you know, whatever floats people's boats, I guess.
Yeah.
But I would not recommend it, I guess, personally.
Yeah, I mean, it's always up to the individuals to make it work, I think.
Yeah.
They're a fan of you as a player, let's say.
Yeah.
Are they a fan of you as a person? You know. And once you get in that relationship and you're dating them, it starts to get a lot more
weird,
like real after the first few weeks. So
yeah, I think it sounds weird. Like
it would be odd. It depends how much of a fan they are, because I think to one point it will start to get a bit creepy, and then it's like.
Yeah, I can see it.
XL will win the best of 5 against Fnatic on the 28th.
I can't even disagree here.
Nah,
it's a bad mental.
Yeah, team it's watching. I will go for strongly agree.
I'm gonna move it a bit up to the right, just show how much I agree.
I don't think so.
Come on, give me some confidence, Miky.
I agree.
But you can't really like.
I mean, what do you want me to say?
I mean, I think we should win.
Yeah.
You don't strongly agree?
I don't know.
It's a flip.
It depends, yeah.
I don't know.
I think it depends on draft. If you have a good draft, we'll win.
I mean, I think if we play at our best level and they play at their best level, I think we will win. So I think it's mostly just up to us to decide if we want to win that series or not.
I feel like the second my cup is moved 1 inch to the right, the comments in this video are gonna be like, "You're so fucking biased, Caedrel. You're gonna cast that game." So I'm just gonna say.
Actually, you have to agree to disagree. So
yeah, I will agree to disagree. So
otherwise, there's no point in the title of the video because we just agreed on everything basically.
Yeah, I agree to disagree. If they win, I'm happy for them. I'll see you at Worlds if you make the next one.
Yeah.
If they lose, then
sucks.
Go
next year.
Let's go XL. Well, that was Agree to Disagree with me and MikyX. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to drop a like, a comment, subscribe, whatever the hell you want to do. Just use it. It's your mouse. You choose. And yeah, thanks, Miky.
Thank you.
See you guys in playoffs. Well, I won't. He will.